For 6 long months, Jordan Reed was the coffee guy. At Apex Dynamics 1, a Manhattan's top tech consulting firms, interns weren't hired to learn. They were hired to serve. And no one embodied that more than Jordan. He fetched oat milk lattes with foam, exactly 1 inch high, took verbal beatings when the printer jammed, and endured humiliating nicknames like G-Runs, Office Pet. Most days, he didn't even get a desk. They gave him a folding chair in the break room, next to the vending machine that beeped every hour. It was meant to be a message. You don't belong here. He smiled through it, even when Madison Clark, a icy project manager with a Rolex and an ego to match, said, "You're not a real employee until you've made your first soul-crushing mistake," before tossing a client file at him to scan and shut up. Even when Travis, the loud-mouthed team lead, once made him clean up after his takeout exploded in the microwave and called it a learning opportunity, Jordan took it all, quietly, politely, like a sponge soaking in every drop. What they didn't know was that Jordan Reed wasn't just some broke intern hoping to land a full-time gig. He was already rich. Ridiculously rich. His grandfather, Harold Reed, had been a legendary entrepreneur, the founder of Reed Tech, a software empire that made its fortune building encrypted data vaults for government and financial institutions. Jordan was the only heir, but he had kept his identity hidden ever since Harold died and left him the estate. Jordan didn't want to inherit power. He wanted to understand it, from the ground up. So he crafted a new identity, dropped the Reed name, and applied for internships under the radar. Apex Dynamics was his first stop, and they had no idea who they were messing with. Asterisk Chapter 2. Humiliation and Silence asterisk. The turning point came on a rainy Thursday afternoon. The company was preparing for a merger pitch to Vigatech, a West Coast firm with deep pockets and AI patents Apex was desperate to acquire. Travis was in charge of the pitch deck. Madison oversaw the numbers. Everyone was on edge, except they'd made a mistake. Jordan had overheard 2 senior associates bragging about fudging revenue projections to make Apex look more profitable. The merger would be built on a lie and investors would lose millions. When Jordan tried to discreetly bring it up to Madison, she laughed. "Oh, sweetie," she said, patting his shoulder like a dog. "It's adorable that you think your opinion matters." Later that day, they held a team meeting and singled him out. "Jordan," Travis said with a smirk, "tell everyone how you would save the company from financial ruin." Laughter, mock applause. "Maybe with a coupon," someone shouted. Humiliated, Jordan just nodded. "I guess I'd buy the company," he said softly. They laughed harder, but Jordan wasn't joking. Chapter 3. The setup asterisk. The very next day, Jordan took the elevator up not to the Apex floor, but to the private office of Lawrence Teller, a no-nonsense venture capitalist with a taste for disruption. Lawrence had once worked with Jordan's grandfather and respected the Reed legacy. "Jordan," he said, putting down his cigar, "what's the play?" "I want to buy Apex, quietly, through one of your shells. Let them keep laughing until the ink dries." Lawrence grinned. "That's savage. I love it. What's the motive?" "Revenge," Jordan replied, "and restructuring. That place is rotting from the inside." "Fair enough. Let's shake things up." Within 2 weeks, Lawrence's firm, acting on Jordan's behalf, began acquisition talks. The timing was perfect. Apex's leadership was desperate for liquidity after a major client had walked away. They never even questioned where the money was coming from. By the end of the month, the deal was signed, and the intern they mocked owned every square inch of their glass and steel tower. Chapter 4. Reveal Day. Monday morning. Bright and early, Jordan walked in through the front doors in a tailored navy suit, not his usual wrinkled khakis. A sleek black watch peeked from under his cuff, and a Reed Tech security badge clipped to his jacket. Heads turned, eyebrows rose. "Are you lost?" the receptionist asked. Jordan smiled. "Nope, I'm exactly where I need to be." He walked past the break room, where the vending machine beeped like usual, past his old folding chair, into the executive conference room, where all department heads were gathered. Travis blinked. UHH. Did someone forget to tell the intern this is a private meeting? "No," said Lawrence Teller, standing at the front of the room. "He's here because he's the reason we're all here." Whispers. Confusion. Jordan stepped forward. "Good morning, everyone. I'm Jordan Reed, effective immediately. I am the majority owner of Apex Dynamics." Silence. Madison's jaw dropped. "This is a joke, right?" Jordan tapped a stack of signed legal documents on the table. "Here's the merger agreement. You can check the ink if you'd like." "I bought Apex 2 weeks ago." Travis turned pale. "But you're an intern." "I was," Jordan said. "But while you were making me mop up your messes and calling me names, I was learning exactly how broken this place is." "And now?" Madison asked, voice trembling. "Now," Jordan said calmly, "I'm fixing it." Chapter 5, Sweet. Restructuring. The fallout was swift. Jordan didn't fire anyone, at least, not right away. He wasn't interested in revenge through rage. His vengeance was smarter. He began by calling for transparency. Every department had to undergo a financial audit. The team that fudged the numbers for the VegaTech pitch, gone in 48 hours. Travis was reassigned to a junior analyst position under the intern. Program. Jordan handed him the same folding chair in the break room and said, "We all start somewhere." Madison, once untouchable, was stripped of her managerial role and placed in the training department, reporting to a woman she once belittled for mispronouncing a client's name. The vending machine replaced with a custom-built cafe open. To all, run by interns who were paid fairly and mentored directly by execs. Jordan launched a new internship initiative called The Ground Floor, aimed at turning interns into innovators. No more coffee runs, no more folding chairs. Just talent, nurtured and respected. The culture changed, fast, and everyone knew why. Chapter 6. Closure. 3 months later, Jordan stood at the rooftop of Apex, watching the city lights shimmer below. A young intern named Maya approached him with a question about data modeling. He took the time to walk her through it. "You know," she said, "people still can't believe you were ever one of us." Jordan chuckled. "Being one of us is exactly why I bought the company." Downstairs, Madison walked past the break room without making eye contact. Travis printed reports in silence, now triple-checking every number. Jordan never gloated. He didn't need to. The building itself was a monument to the lesson. Never underestimate the quiet one, especially not the intern. Because one day, the intern you mock might just sign your paycheck. The end asterisk. My friends subscribe our channel and motivate me, and I motivate you. Thanks for watching.